What's up? I just had to do jumping jacks because it's cold out here. Not too cold yet, but I'm going to read a little bit, maybe a few pages, skipping around a little bit from this book here. This is a great book. She has a really fun writing style, and there are some pages that are talking about perception, my favorite subject. So I'm just gonna read, and I hope you like it. Okay, all right, here we go. She says, what you choose to focus on becomes your reality. By the way, the chapter is, it's so easy once you figure out it isn't hard. That's the name of the chapter, page 143. This is also a great audiobook because she reads it. I love when authors read their own books. Anyways, I'm gonna dive right in. One of the librarians at a local library recommended this to me over a year ago, and I loved it. So then I bought my own copy. I listened to the audiobook. This is all marked up, but here we go. Okay, page 143. What you choose to focus on becomes your reality. There's also an infinite amount of emotions and thoughts and beliefs and interpretations and sounds and dreams and opportunities and smells and points of view and ways to feel good and responses and non-responses and things to say and ways to help. Yet, because we're so set in our ways and committed to our stories about who we are and what our reality looks like, we only scratch the very surface of all that's available to us every single moment. Meanwhile, we're totally surrounded by countless awesome versions of reality, and they're all just hanging around like a bunch of shy teenage girls at the prom, leaning against the walls, waiting for us to ask them to dance. As the poet William Blake so eloquently stated, if the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. So, why would you create anything that's not totally awesome? Skip around a little bit. Our entire experience on this planet is determined by how we choose to perceive our reality. But before you get into a bad mood about it, remember, all this stumbling around in the realities we pretend to be stuck in is very valuable because it allows us to grow and learn and evolve. Rough seas make better sailors, but you get to choose how long you want to stay in school and work on the same issues over and over and over again. Your graduation cap and gown are cleaned and pressed and waiting for you whenever you want to put them on. All you have to do is let go of your present story and rewrite a new one that fits who you truly are. If you want to join the party and shift your perspective, commit to releasing your attachment to low-frequency thoughts and experiences. Trust that the universe loves the crap out of you. Kick fear in the face and head bravely into the unknown. Also, do the following. And then she breaks it down into seven steps. I'm just gonna breeze through them a little bit. I highlighted a few spots that I thought would be kind of fun to read. So the first one is, become aware of what your stories are. We call these stories because they are just that. They are not the truth, and they can be rewritten. You're the author of your own life, not your parents, not society, not your partner, not your friends, not the bullies who called you Fatzilla in junior high. And the sooner you decide to write yourself a better script, the sooner you get to live a more awesome life. Before you can let go of your stories, get clear on what they are. Listen to what you say and what you think about, and start busting yourself in your own lies. I love that. So she goes on and gives some examples. I'm gonna jump to number 2, which is become aware of what you're gaining from your stories, or what you think you're gaining. I added that part. So she says, let's say, for example, that your story is that you're depressed. Chances are pretty good that even though it feels awful, when you feel awful, you don't have to work hard or do the laundry or go to the gym. It also feels very familiar and cozy and comfortable. It gets you attention. People come in and check on you and sometimes bring you food. It gives you something to talk about. It allows you to not try too hard or move forward and face possible failure. It lets you drink beer for breakfast. Let's say your story is that you can't make money. By staying broke, you get to be right. You get to be a victim, which makes you dependent on other people and gets you attention. Other people will offer to pay. You don't have to take responsibility. You get to give up before you start and avoid possible failure. Let's say your story is that you stink at relationships. You get your freedom. You don't have to commit and can keep looking for the greener grass on the other side. You don't have to risk getting hurt by being vulnerable. You get to complain about always being single and get sympathy. You get the whole bed to yourself. Never have to compromise and don't have to shave unless it's summer. I've never done that. Pause, awkward pause. Okay, keep going. We don't realize it, but we're making the perks we get from perpetuating our stories more important than getting the things we really want because it's familiar territory. It's what we're comfy with, and we're scared to let it go. If we've been depressed or victimized or whatever since childhood, we trick ourselves into believing that it's really who we are as adults in order to continue reaping the rewards. And the rewards are in quotes. It's how we survived as kids, but it doesn't serve us anymore, so we need to get rid of it or we'll just keep creating more of it. Once you identify the false benefits you're reaping from holding on to your stories, you can start the process of letting them go and replace them with new, empowered ones that serve the adult in you. I don't love that phrase, like, it's not serving you, it's not serving me. It's basically saying it's not healthy for us. I try to substitute that. Either way, you get the point. Step number 3 is to get rid of your stories. Skipping around a little bit still. Now look at your list of false rewards for what they really are. They're scared little parts of yourself acting out. Thank them for trying to protect you and for keeping you company, but tell them it's time to run along now. Then replace the feelings you got from the false rewards with the feelings of joy and power and excitement that stepping into who you truly are and who you're now becoming will bring. Imagine that childish version of yourself leaving your body and the powerful adult stepping in. Keep envisioning or writing down what it looks and feels like to have the real adult you replace your old childhood story. And she puts in some examples on how to do that, some visualization work and affirmation type work. So she says, nothing in this world is permanent, including our stories, yet we try to hold on to them for false security, which ultimately leads to sorrow and loss. Be willing to let go. Keep reinventing your story as you continue to grow. Number 4, get a move on. Once you've gotten clear on your story and have done the energy work above, take action. If you were once heartbroken but have decided to move on, stop listening to melancholy music. Stop talking about how lousy you feel. Stop pretending that putting on your bathrobe counts as getting dressed. Focus on the good and do the things you love to do. Behave the way a person who isn't heartbroken behaves. Dress how they dress. Hang out with the kinds of people they hang out with. You get the point. Number 5, get out of your routine. This is about getting comfortable with not being comfortable. Talk to strangers. Wear something different. Go to a new grocery store. Make dinner for someone who you want to get to know better. Change toothpaste. Go to a movie at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Learn 3 new jokes. Walk taller. Notice 5 awesome things you've never noticed about your home, your beliefs, your mother, your face. Number 6, sidestep the spiral. This one speaks to me because I used to spiral pretty easily if I was feeling bad for myself. So she says, feel sad, but don't blow it up into some huge drama. If something negative happens in your life, feel it. Learn from it. Let it go and get back to focusing on the life you're excited to live. And she also has number 7 in here. Every chapter of this book ends with this. She says, love yourself. And for this particular writing, she says, more than you love your drama. So I'll close with that. Love yourself more than you love your drama. Have a great day.